Good morning, boys and girls, and I'm back in school today, but it's much too quiet without you here. It's Tuesday already. It's the 26th of January 2021, so let's get started again. And we begin, as always, with our spellings. So I'm going to read them out aloud and then you read them after me, okay? Duck, jump, must, much, rush, love, some, done, does, under, money, and summer. And of course, our words this week are all using the sound, as we said yesterday. The made using U or O. And today we will write our words into our Tuesday column. Moving on to our spelling activity then. And yesterday I explained up as far as question 3. Now we're on question 4. So the question asks you to match the beginnings and the endings to make a word. So each time you take one group of letters from here and you join it to one from here to make a new word. And you'll see they've already made shut, shut. Now each word will either have a U or an O in it to make that sound. So that should help you a little bit as well. All right. Question 5 then is asking you to add ES to each word to make it more than one, to make it plural. And we looked at plurals last week, didn't we? So let's look at the words before we add ES onto them. We have bus, bunch. A bunch is like a group of things, like a bunch of flowers. Lunch, we know what lunch is. Buzz, a loud noise. Brush, you might brush your hair with a hairbrush. And church, where we go to pray. And we have to add ES to each of these words to make buses, bunches, lunches, buzzes, brushes, and churches. For our literacy today, we are doing letter formation. We want to make sure that our letters are as neat as they can be, making sure our tall letters are tall and that our letters with little round bits are sitting correctly on the line. So let's practice this first page. So we start with the letter A, of course, which makes an A sound, and we go round, up, down, and flick. And we do that the whole way across, round, up, down, and flick. Now you may want to use maybe a coloured marker for this or a colouring pencil because this print is quite dark and your pencil might not show up very well on it. So if you have something else, you could possibly try to use that to do your letters. Moving on to B then, we go down, up, and around. Down, up, and around. And we do that the whole way across. C then, the K sound, very easy. We just go round like this. And round and stop. D, with the D sound, with D, we start off like a C, but then we have to do a little bit more. So we go round, up, down, and flick. We always start here. Round, up, down, and flick. E then, we go up and around and down. Okay, we always start here, up and around and down. F then, F goes down through the line, so we go down, down, down with a little flick and then a line through the middle. Down with a flick and a line through the middle. G then starts off like the C again. We go round, then we go up, down through the line and a curve. Now a lot of us when we are doing G, we're doing it up here, sitting on the line. Okay, that's not correct. The G has to go down through the line and the round bit sits on the line like a shelf. H then, nice tall straight line here, down, halfway up, around and flick. Down, up, around and flick. I then, down with a little flick and a dot at the top. down, flick, dot at the top. J then. J is another letter that goes down through the line with a little curve and a dot at the top. A lot of us boys and girls, when we look at the J, we think it's an I because it looks similar to I, but it goes down through the line. That's the difference. Down through the line and a dot at the top. So we practice our letter formation the whole way across. Now, boys and girls, you are very lucky because it's not every teacher that sends home piles of money to their children. So look at all this money I've given you. And this will help you with your maths for this week, okay? We are going to be looking at counting coins and counting paper money. And then towards the end of the week, we're going to look at change. So if you want to take some time to cut out these coins, that will be very helpful to you. Now, if you're finding it very tricky to cut these little ones out, you could just cut a square across and just have them on squares of paper, okay? You don't have to be too careful about how you do it. So cut out all your metal coins and then your notes. So this is £5. You've got a few of those. And we've got £20 here. I think I've left out the 10. That's your £20 note. And the £10 notes as well. Now, question 1 asks you to count coins and paper money together and find out the total. So your £5 note is the same as a £5 coin. So it's like having 5 coins, 5 of these ones here, okay? Just point to it. 5 of these. £10. Well, of course, £10 is like having £10 coins. And £20 is like having £20 coins. And you are asked to count the amounts here that are laid out. So let's look at Tim. Tim has a £5 note, then he has £2, £1, £1 and 50. So we have to count those all together to see how much he has altogether. So let's start with the biggest amount, 5. We'll put that in our head, 5. These are £2 coins, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. £9.50. So we would write our pound sign, our 9, our dot, and then our 50. And we count how much Zoe has, and Mia, and Jack. Question 2 is where these coins and notes will come in handy. The question asks you to lay out and list the notes and coins to buy each item. So you can use these to lay them out, and then you can draw the coins and notes that you used to pay for each item. Question 3 then asks you to write an amount of money that is more than the price of the book, $6.25, but less than the price of the watch, which was $10.69. So you just have to think of an amount of money that would be somewhere in between those two amounts. So that is your maths for today. Boys and girls, continue on with your sum dog if you can. This week we've tried to tailor the activities to be linked to money to help you develop your money counting skills. Continue on with your reading as well. You've probably received from me now the titles of some books to read over the next 2 weeks. If you haven't, give me a little message, but I think I've done everyone now. And you had this as well. It's Catholic Schools Week, so you have this booklet here, which you can work through if you wish at home. Now there's one activity for each day, so there's explanation for the adult and then a little activity for you to do each day if you have time. Now you can do these activities or you can just talk through them, whatever suits you best, but it's in your pack there for you as well. All right, talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.